So I've been away for a moment. I've just been quiet on social media, and I just felt like it was important to post even when I don't feel like it. And just let you know like where I am. I just think it's important, for me and my work. I like to be transparent, and so right now it's been difficult, and I feel like I'm carrying a lot of different losses and grief, from betrayal to, yet another cancer battle in our family, and as a result, grief is resurfacing from past losses. So the loss of my partner, my parents, my aunt, divorce, all of those things are coming up. And so, and even going through some financial stress as well. So it is not a pretty time. And I'm not sharing to get sympathy or, I just wanted to use the moment to just speak my truth and, hoping that I can touch someone and let you know you're not alone and, you know, just what this season is feeling like for me. And so there's, so many different emotions, right, that we go through um, in times like this. And so, if you're not familiar with my channel, my name is Monet Farcole, and I help women over 40 who have experienced a significant loss, whether that's death or divorce or career stagnation, help them process the pain, heal their hearts, and then be able to move forward to create a next chapter that they can be excited about and that they can love. And so I'm just taking this moment to just talk in real time about some challenges that I'm facing myself right now. So, like I was saying, this season feels heavy with so many different emotions. When we're going through things, you know, it's like picking everything apart and figuring out what's there, right? So I know, there's some confusion about what to do, how to move forward. The grief is there, exhaustion, really, from trying to figure it all out. Some numbness and, some heartbreak, disappointment, anger, fear. And so as I'm feeling all of these emotions and going through it, I'm also triggering old wounds. And so a lot of times, our one loss can reopen another and another and another. And so, even as a healer and a coach, I'm not immune to this pain. I'm not immune to life be life, and and it is certainly doing that right now. But I'm here to say that healing is a lifelong practice. It's not a destination. It's not like, oh, I went through that, I'm healed, I'm good, I'm done. No, life events come up again that challenge us and break our hearts and break us open, right? And so what's helped me though to keep moving forward, to keep doing the work, despite the feeling, right? You feel like you just want to sit your behind down. Can I just sit this one out? But, we don't get to sit it out really, unless we're just going to stay stuck. And that's not an option. And I hope that's not an option for you. So, what has helped me though in these moments is just allowing myself to feel all of the emotions that I feel, even the ones that are very uncomfortable, um, and allow myself to cry, to rest, to just not be okay, and not to have to explain it to anyone, not to have to make anyone comfortable with what it is that I'm going through, but just letting it be, really. And then I do have some grounding practices that are helpful for me. So sometimes breath work, especially if I'm finding myself really overly anxious in a moment, breath work is really good. So just something as simple as breathing in for 4, holding it for 2 seconds, and then releasing it for 6, the count of 6. That's helpful. Journaling is helpful. Prayer is definitely something that brings me tremendous comfort. And then my walks in nature. So those are my go-tos, and it's important that we have those go-tos. That's why doing this healing work, and the more we do it, the more practice we get at it, we have tools now that we can go to when times are hard. And then also just my why is incredibly empowering. The work that I do with women is tremendously um, rewarding and fulfilling. And that's also a big thing that helps push me forward to understand what it is that I'm going through and to heal through it, because I know that then that's even more that I can share with my clients. Although, I think I'm good. Like, I'm good. I think I have enough in my toolbox, God. I don't need any more. But even, I was so hesitant to do this video, but I feel so much lighter just sharing with you. So thank you. Thank you for being out there, and thank you for listening. It's also, therapy for me. So, um, but I did want to share a couple of things. So healing really isn't just about bouncing back, right? It's about becoming, someone new through whatever has broken us, and we're not really broken, so I hate to use that term, but has broken us open, right? Has, you know, shifted us, started to shift us and challenge us, right? And so that that being broken open, right, being cracked open is what now allows more light to come in. We can come out of these things better. We can come out of these things smarter. We can come out of these things stronger, more intentional, having more direction. So trying to use these moments and times to not only, just feel all the emotions and go through it, but to try to learn something from it, to be better after. And so what I'm learning through this time is that, strength really does come from actually surrendering, not from trying to control it. And hey, I'm with you. I will try to control something that doesn't feel good and that I would really prefer not to experience. But I feel that, just surrendering to it is just much more empowering. It makes me available to learn so much more and to understand so much more. And then, you know, there is beauty sometimes in our rawness. And sometimes, coming out on YouTube in your raw moment might be helpful to someone else. So, just really thinking about that, being authentic and not just pulling it all together every time we're with the people that we love or people that we can inspire. And then, the quiet power of just showing up when you don't feel ready to show up, can really be helpful, not only to the people that you show up for, but for yourself, because you did it. You did it. You did it. You showed up even when it was difficult, even when it was hard, even when you weren't perfect. So if you're going through your own season of heartbreak or loss, please know this from my heart to yours, that you're not broken. You're going through a difficult time and probably facing some really heavy and complex emotions. I get it. I'm going through it now myself. But we're being prepared for this next chapter so that we can really move into it with intention and strength and our best selves. So let's take one breath at a time, one act of self-care at a time, one step at a time, one gentle choice at a time. You don't have to speed through this. Take your time. Take whatever time you need. And then give yourself permission to feel whatever it is that you feel without judgment. See, it's not the emotions that are the problems, what we do about the emotions. So if we're feeling anger, that's not uncommon, and that's not, it might be warranted. But if you go out and you do something destructive with the anger, then that's where the problems surface. So you can feel the emotions without judgment and just have discernment about what it is that you do about them. And then trust that healing is still happening, even when it looks a hot mess. have faith that healing is happening within as you go through these difficult times. So, hey, I'm still in my process. I'm still healing. And you know what? I'm still learning how to rediscover joy, new areas that I didn't really see before, that might be of interest to me and somewhere that I could maybe move forward into and learn something and contribute something in. So, we can learn through this healing and just rediscover our joy. That is important. And then I will be continuing to share content from this uneasy, uncomfortable space I'm in that, hopefully can be helpful to someone else. And even in the middle of heartbreak, there is still light. And it might be faint right now, but it's there. It's there, and it's our job to find it. It's our job to find it even in these hardest times. And we can find it together. So I thank you for listening and walking this journey with me. And if you need some additional support, even if it's just a call, please reach out. My contact information is both in the video description and in the comments. Again, my name is Monet Farcole. I help women over 40 who have experienced some significant loss to be able to process the pain and move forward in their next chapters. And I look forward to hearing from you. So please share in the comments what your thoughts are on this subject and what you might have learned in your own dark moments. And, any kind of encouragement that we can share as a community is always helpful and warranted. Thank you.